Hello and welcome back to my run of Recettear and Out of Shop's Tale. My name is Old Man Daisy, and I'm going to go ahead and actually introduce a new feature of the game after I set everything up here. But it's called Boss Rush. And basically what that is that you just kind of go through the dungeons, bosses, and basically just see how far you can get, how fast you can get. But before I do anything, let's see if there's anything else. I can go ahead and put the honey here, because there's something I am looking for in particular. I still have a few days before I need to actually... actually, I forgot. I forgot. Every few days the Adventurers Guild closes. So there's nothing you can really do as far as that goes. It's basically kind of like the Sunday of the game, apparently. Yeah. So, let's go and go to the Merchants Guild and let's see what we can buy here. I will buy a longsword in case Louis comes in, because he needs upgrades. Bad. I will go ahead and buy a crafter's knife as well, in case for our newly acquired person. Iron armor, yeah, no. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a couple things from. And I'll go ahead and look at Town Square real quick. Louis, yes. No. Huh? That's Louis. What in the name of heaven is he searching for over there? Hey, let's go ask. Why do I get the feeling that I would much rather not get involved?
Probably won't want to get it.
No, probably not.
Oh, they're
Louis.
adorable.
Hello.
What? They're adorable.
On the game? Yeah.
Oh, Recettear, what's up? What are you doing wandering around here? Ah, well, I got hungry, so I decided to take a look and see if I could find some edible grasses or herbs or something. Why does this not surprise me in the slightest? But I'm not sure which of these are edible, you see. Louis, if you eat that, you'll blow up your stomach. You can eat those, but they taste best if you clean them. Now, the plants with these soft leaves at the east end of the plaza, those taste the best. You should try them. How is it that you know so much about edible plants? Especially ones located here of all places. Thanks a ton, Recette. I'll owe you again. No problem. Remember to watch what you find. Why do I feel as though that this is the least of his concerns? Before I continue. Okay, yeah, it's going. Alright. Let's go ahead and go to the market. Let's buy a couple of items here. I'll go ahead and buy 3 apples. Actually, no, I will not. Actually, yeah, I will, because I can sell a couple of those and keep 1 or 2 for myself and everything like that for food. I just have to sell a few things at my shop, and I'm basically going to have the shop open for about 3 days straight. Or 3 periods straight. I will go ahead and put the raincoat here. Open store. Alright, welcome. Can I help you with anything? Hi, I want this today, please. I don't believe her percentage is very high. I believe it's around 113%. Alright, might be a little higher, though. It's been a while since I've actually had a tiny girl actually buying things from the store. Hey, this sign is for sale, right? Right. Okay. There you go. Your pin. Alright. Sold those gloves. Can I buy these, please? Yeah, she is a little lower. Okay, so hers is 110%. Alright. Or close to it. Can I get this, please? Let's see here. About 116. Okay, so he's definitely a little higher than 116. What'd you myself? Okay, he is, I believe, 115. Well, it's reasonable enough. Alright. Alright, there you go. Definitely made some money. Holy cow, it's late. Time seems to fly by. Speaking of time, I plan on doing some mild schedule management for you from now on to ensure you're working in an effective manner to pay back the debt. Schedule management? Quite. First, I have broken up the day into 4 time periods. Morning, afternoon, evening, and night. What can you do? What you can do and how much you can do depends on the time of day. Hey, yeah, the clock's been broken up into 4 areas. Think of this each part as a slice of time. A slice, like pie. Indeed, I thought I would be able to keep your attention.
Like I do.
Yeah, indeed. I thought I would be able to keep your attention if I made it rather similar to the food, to some sort of sweet food. So there's the morning slice, and at the afternoon. I'm getting hungry. Anyways. Now, to explain in detail. Generally, you can only act between morning and night. When night ends, you need to get to bed. Trying to run a shop while sleep deprived is unpleasant, so I'll say I'll close up when it gets late. So you essentially have two options for each slice. You can open the store for a time or go about town or on business. You cannot do both at once, so decide in advance what you need to do. To be clear, opening the shop will consume a slice, and returning to the store after going out, regardless of what you actually do, will also consume a slice. But what if I go to like the plaza and then the chapel? You can easily get around town enough to avoid consuming a slice with each move. Only when you return to the store will the clock advance. So in that case, I should do a lot when I leave the shop. Yes, that is a good attitude to take now. There's another vital element: leaving town altogether. Visiting a dungeon will consume 2 slices, no matter what. It will? It takes that long? So if I go in the morning, I'll get back in the evening. That is precisely how it works. Thus, you can only leave for a dungeon at an early point in the day. If it is night, or you have done something else that evening, you cannot go. Because if I do go, I'll get back real late, right? Exactly. Not only would you annoy your adventure companions with staying out so late, you would also be dead on your feet the next day after returning. Man, this is a lot to wrap my head around. You'll get used to it, I'm sure of it. But before you know it, you will be thinking about it naturally. You think so? Well, it helps that you will always be able to see how much time a particular action will consume. Simply pay attention to the clock. That is everything. If you ever want to go over this again, simply ask me when we are in the shop. I will be glad to go over it as often as you need. Hi, Kay. Hi, Kay. This is what happens whenever you basically have a small child running a store. Alright. Go ahead and set that stuff up. There's a very old vase. I see a Commodore. Insecticide. Actually, I will go ahead and put a powerful venom here, actually.
I texted Mike one of these.
Yeah, but I couldn't, it wouldn't load for me, so. Anyways, let's see here.
No.
Should I... No, I need the apples. I need a longsword crafter's knife just in case. Okay. Set that there. Having a full... And close, and close. Okay. Hello, welcome Recettear. Working hard, Recettear. I'll take this, please. Okay, he's not very, he isn't very high. It's like 108%. Well, seems to be fair enough. Yeah.
Stop!
Alright, I'm halfway to making my payment. Ah, little lady, how much for this? Well, that'll do, I suppose. Alright. Old man. Oh, yeah, I was looking for one of these. Louis asked for a sword. Ooh, he got the heart over his head. That means that his wallet technically increased, so he can pay more. So he can basically buy more. Yay! I sold clothes for 105 picks.
So, if they have more hearts, they have more money.
Yes, essentially. This old man's looking for anti-venom. Lord only knows why. Alright, just combo. Okay.
Why would anyone look for anti-venom?
Why would they not?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, ooh, well, you seem more or less used to running the basics of you seem more or less used to the basics of running an item shop. Hehe, you think so? There is one other matter, however. You cannot always be certain that a customer will know what they want when they come in. What do you mean? They may come in thinking, what should I make for dinner? What would be a good weapon, and so forth. That will not be quite sure what exactly they wish to purchase when they come through our door. In such a case, we must provide them with advice to help them decide. Well, wait, how can I... Many customers will simply give up if they do not find something suitable for their needs on the counters. Others, however, will realize that we may have a reserve in stock and will inquire as to whether or not we have something they seek. That is when you may suggest an item you think they would like. In a sense, it is the ultimate chance to show you your skill as an item shopkeeper. If you know what someone desires, you will be very likely to impress them and cause them to return. Yeek, no pressure then, none at all. Well then, let's give it a little practice, shall we? It is no different than a normal sale, really, beyond the fact that you must choose the items to sell yourself. Let's begin. KK. Welcome! I would like a sword, please. So anything that is, as long as it's everything is okay as long as it's a sword. Ultimately, you must pick something the person would like. By the way, if I may give you a little advice, if you sell weapons and armor to your adventurer friends, they will equip the item you sell them. Meaning, of course, that if you sell the items to them, then we do not need to lend them any items at the start of a dungeon excursion, and we'll be able to bring back more items for our own use. Even an adventurer must retreat while in the dungeon. The equipment is not lost since it is their possession, so selling better equipment to our adventuring friends is a good idea, even if you must undersell to them a little. Accessories work the same way, so think carefully about it. Who you sell what to, and what effect it may have on their performance. Whoa, I hope I can keep track of all this. If you look at the details of an item while selling to one of our adventuring friends, you can also check what that person currently has. Now then, we should continue. Affirmification. I would like a sword, please. Let's do a steel sword. Yes, excellent. The rest is like a normal sale. Well, once again, let us practice put the whole thing in practice. I'll ask for an item. Show me what I ask for, and you will pass. Let's begin. Hello, welcome to Recettear. I would like a weapon, however.
There's a lot of undying too, and
I like this. Oh, this is lovely. How much is it? Yes, an excellent price. Thank you very much. Yeah, I sold a steel sword. Precisely done. Once more done. Hello, welcome to Recettear. I would like a weapon, however. This is lovely. How much is it? That's an excellent price. Thank you very much. Yeah, I sold a steel sword. Fantastic. You are ready for everything. Now, if you ever wish to practice again, simply ask. Alright. I don't have very many items left, so I will have to definitely go dungeoning. Place that there. Place that there. Let's see here.
I ship it now. Like it hasn't stopped.
Alright, there we go.
which it's actually really cool. Ah! That's all I wanted to do. Nobody's sure of the person's gender. Right?
Actually, I would prefer that for him.
Yeah.
Frisk is a unisex name, so they're like.
That's a great price. Hey, look, your pin.
Her gender fluid, and it should all be good, right? Right?
It's a girl. Shut up. Tell you to lie.
Right there, call that a fair deal. Near pin. So he must be like 109 or 107%.
Wait, how did she do?
Good night.
I think I'm once.
Alright,
Yeah.
definitely made some good profits. Alright. And that was day 4 of Recettear. Thank you for watching. My name is Allman Daisy. If you liked what you see, click like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you later.